What's up? This is Scott Miller with Artist Connection TV, coming to you from San Francisco to kick off of Black Label Society's tour. I'm here with Nick Catneys. Just want to ask him a few questions, and here we go. Let's get started. So, first question for me is, what was your first concert?
My very first concert
Yes.
ever,
Ever.
ever. 8th grade. Me and a drummer and a bass player. No singer. We learned TV Dinners by ZZ Top, Metal Health, Johnny Be Good, House of the Rising Sun, and it was terrible because the bass player was just completely out of tune, and of course, no singer, so nobody had anything to sing along with. But that was my very first show, and then after that, I was 15 and formed a band called High Voltage, and then it went on from there.
Just how do you manage your time when you're on the road and manage just every day-to-day living and all that good stuff? Is it tough or what?
One word: Xbox.
Nice.
Yes.
Okay, Xbox it is. So, when you're on the road, what do you enjoy doing most when you're on the road and touring and whatnot? Back to the Xbox. Okay, we have a theme here. Definitely a theme. So, what's your favorite song to play on stage? Or do you have a favorite?
Rico Suave, I think is a hit. No, probably Stillborn, just because everybody sings it and everybody knows it, and it's But actually, guitar playing wise, probably Genocide Junkies.
So, for any young bands out there, what kind of business advice can you give them so they don't get screwed, or just any tips for, hey, look out for this type of stuff?
Go to school and be a lawyer. Any up and coming rockers play to have fun. Yeah, no. I mean, seriously. I mean, just I think once you lose the fact of the fun part of it, and it becomes a business, and it's just about that. I think that's where you lose the magic. It's about playing fun, playing shows, having fun, getting in with the audience and stuff. I mean, that's the part that you enjoy the most.
So, out of all the venues you've played throughout your long touring career, what's the top three that you can think of offhand that you played at?
Castle Donington was probably that was 170,000 people.
Wow.
Yeah. Mile High Stadium, we were the last act there before that went away, and honestly, just anytime that I can play, Pittsburgh. I mean, even if it's a small venue, just to play home, it's just to see people that have followed it, or some of the naysayers that are around come to see the show that actually say, hey, you know what, you're doing a good job, and I mean that means a lot.
Spinal Tap moment. Can you think of any that you've had recently, or what's your best Spinal Tap moment?
Tons. Yeah.
Too many to count?
Yeah. I mean, I can't even laugh at the movie anymore because it's real, No, we some of us have gotten lost, backstage and trying to find different things and trying to find the stage. I actually ended up, we were doing this one, I forget where it was or whatever, but I actually ended up in, like, I could hear the intro was on, but I was in a banquet hall with nobody, like, trying to find where I'm supposed to be. One of the funniest things is Zach, during one of Zach's heydays, we were playing in Canada, and he was doing his solo, and he has his pedal board, and I have my pedal board. And he's doing his solo, and he's at his pedal board. Then he walks over towards where, my side of the stage, and I'm standing behind him watching him. Me and Moby, my father was there too, and we're all watching him. He walks up to my wah pedal and starts working it like he's not going through my pedal, but he's wahing like he's putting his arm up like and I'm like, bro, you ain't wahing nothing, And as soon as he went back and I walked out, he just looked at me and went. He just realized that what he did. But I mean, there's tons of stuff that happened. I mean, that's just. I mean, you can't even really think of things offhand. It's just like something will remind you of something that just. Oh, okay, that happened. Actually, here, I have a good one. We went to Germany, and it was storming. We wanted to get into the hotel. We get to the hotel. As soon as we go in to check in, the power goes out. So they can't check us in because it's all electronic key cards. So I asked for the internet card, which you have to pay like money to get on the internet. They give me the internet. I go up to my room. It doesn't work in your room. It only works in the lobby. So I'm like, well, screw this. So I go and get in the elevator to go down. The power goes out as I'm in the elevator. So I'm stuck in the elevator with no power, dark, holding my card. I just am freaking out right now. So I go down to the front desk. I'm like, listen, I don't want this. You need to fix your elevators and your power. And he's like, well, you can only go on the internet in the lobby. I go, dude, what if I want to sit in my underwear or something and check my mail? I'm going to sit in the lobby in my underwear. But, I mean, just getting stuck in an elevator was kind of nuts, But, I mean, yeah, stupid happens. Stupid stuff happens all the time.
What's the one thing that your fans that are diehard fans that pretty much they think they know everything about you, but what's the one thing that they would have no clue about you?
I was a woman. No.
He sleeps with a knife called Mike.
No. That is true. That is true. I have a knife that back when me and John played in a band, I bought this knife and I named it Mike. So every time we always Mike. We're calling Mike. But no, well, people that know me, I mean, they know that I'm a huge Star Wars fan and everything. So I guess it's just like the Star Wars geek thing, that so I guess, but the Mike thing's better, I think.
You ever worn any Star Wars uniforms?
Yes, on stage, actually.
Really?
Yeah. In Japan, Zach bought me a Darth Vader helmet that had the control panel that had the breath and shit. So during his solo, I went walking on stage and I couldn't see shit, so I was tripping over all the chords, and he's cracking up. And I walked up to the mic, and he goes, Lord Vader, do you have anything to say? And I'm trying to hit the button on the thing, and I couldn't get any sound. So finally, all of a sudden, like if the crowd knew, they started going, dun, 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 dun. And I'm like, and I got this Darth Vader mask on. Oh, dude, yeah, that was fun. I mean, everything Darth Vader he buys. Like, see, we have this thing in Black Label that like all of us have our Star Wars names. Like, Zach's the Emperor, I'm Vader, and it just goes down from there. Like before, because I remember when I got promoted to Vader, because Zach was Vader, and Ozzy was the Emperor. Moby come on the bus, and he goes, Zach wants to see you. And I'm like, okay. So I walk on the bus, and Zach's sitting in his bus, and he has his bed sheet over his head. And all you can see is, you can't see his face. He's like, Neil Vader. And I'm like, what? He goes, just Neil. I'm like, so, and he goes, you are Vader. And I'm like, okay, right on. And he's like, go get me a beer. I'm like, all right. So I was like, Gave him his beer. So it's like from that on, you know, I guess 13 years makes you Vader, you know. But yeah, I mean, that's how you entertain yourself. Check out Speed X too. Got a band coming out, just working on, and it's me and Mike Stone from Queensryche, and Mike Froge and Josh Sattler from a band called Double Drive. And you can go on myspace.com// SpeedX band.
Hey, let me ask you about the NAMM show. How'd that go? And yeah, just tell us a little bit about it. How was it for you?
It was good. It was kind of nerve-wracking because, I mean, the NAMM show is pretty much, I mean, it wasn't open to fans, so it was like all corporate people, and that's kind of nerve-wracking, you know, because you know that they're all just arm folders, you know, that just want you to impress them. But, I mean, I think we did okay. So it's, just, it's one step at a time. I mean, it was our second show, so we'll just keep going. I mean, now, now that I'm out with Black Label, I'm out until, March 9th or May 9th. So, just concentrate on this now and then work on the other one. So, yep.